I bake for my wife because she really loves chocolate and sweets. So I'm gonna make a cactus pear molasses chocolate cake. So the first thing that I do, I take off the skin of the cactus pears. I make a juice. The molasses, I'm gonna use it as a substitute for the sugar on the cake. And then I lay the cake in the microwave. I'm taking a big risk making a cake in the microwave, but I want to go for it.
And chefs, 20 minutes left on the clock. Judges, you really can't come up with a more cuddly comfort snack than pigs in a blanket, but for dessert?
But you know, pigs in a blanket is usually breakfast link sausages wrapped in pancakes and served with maple syrup.
That is not a pig in a blanket.
That was my pig in the blanket.
Where I'm from, there's a hot dog that's wrapped in crescent roll dough. Now, these are mini versions.
Pigs in a blanket. That's not a dessert. What I want to do is first separate the two ingredients. And then I get everything in the deep fryer to get them extremely crispy. I'm going to make a sugar molasses and hot dog griddle with funnel cake. So I love the balance of salt and sweet. Hoping for the best.
Pigs in a blanket, I never tried it before, but I did fry them. When they're done, I separate the dough from the sausage. The dough, I put it on top of my chocolate cake. And then the sausage, I mix it with berries and the cactus pear production.
Chefs, you've got 10 minutes left on the clock. Something smells burnt.
Oh! Tom's burnt his pan. I ruined one pan with my burnt sorghum's molasses. So I start from scratch in a brand new pan. Come on, baby. I'm hoping that it just seizes up like a griddle and I can break it apart like glass. And so I throw that thing in the blast chiller to get it cold as fast as possible.
Should have used the anti-griddle.
All right, chefs, 5 minutes left on the clock.
With the kefir first, I try to whip the
Always works better with an anti-griddle if you can find one.
So I whip some whipped cream.
Works a lot faster than the blast chiller does.
This dish is
Works
gonna
just like a
make
griddle
this.
that makes shit hot, but an anti-griddle keeps it cold.
I have a griddle. I have these fried dough. And I want something else on the plate, so I start making a Savoyard with Prosecco. I want it to fluff. So I add Kefir, which tastes like a loose yogurt. And it still doesn't rise.
That's right, he called it
It's nowhere near
Kefir.
the Savoyard,
What an idiot. It's
but it
Kefir.
tastes good, so I am very okay with it.
Chefs, here is your 2-minute warning.
I start to plate, and I'm a little bit worried about the cake because the recipe that I had, I made some changes, but I know that the cake will come out good.
At the very last seconds, I douse my fried pastry dough with powdered sugar. Delicious. I still have some cactus pear juice. Some like sweet sparklers. I went over, grabbed shot glasses. And I add my juice to my Prosecco. Ta-da!
Final seconds of the final round, chefs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back.
I look at my dish, and I think it's the winner.
My plates look good. I feel like my dessert is perfect. But then when I see the cantaloupe bake, I'm like, damn, it looks great.
One great tasting Mexican dish. 3 simple steps to prepare it. Cooking 1, 2, 3 from the makers of Herdez Mexican cooking sauces. For authentic beef barbacoa, cook tomatoes, onion, and garlic. Mix in strained Herdez red guajillo chili and Herdez roasted pasilla chili Mexican cooking sauces.
Love it,
Then
David.
add ground beef cubes, simmer, and shred. Easy as 1, 2, 3. From the
So
makers
this
of
is
Herdez
America's
Mexican
Chop
cooking
that you've been
sauces.
watching.
Find more
It's
at
now on
HerdezCookingSauces.com
commercial.
and in Food Network
But what you're
magazine.
watching is one of the secret ingredients is Kefir or Kefir, which is a substitute that Matt introduced me to, Matthew Renee did, when we were on his blog TV show. He used to make like kefir-based coffee and ice cream and stuff like that. It is technically a bacterial culture, which is a nice way of saying it's bacteria mold. Just like cottage cheese is, and just like yogurt is. But it's very good. Dana and I have tried it. The strawberry kefir to drink, and strawberry banana kefir to drink. We've also tried the kefir-based coffee called Kefir, which actually wasn't bad. That's Keifir, Kefir, or Kefir, but it was really good. And yes, I have tried some of the, he has not yet, the cottage cheese type product with kefir instead of milk. It was really good. So, yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks, Matt, by the way, if you see this.
That's why we bought a Subaru.
It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
It's like me now, like no matter where I go, things that I accomplish, right? You know, you walk in that room, your past still come in with you. Back again to that duality. That sounds like this celebration of, you know, where we are now, you know, doing some big yachting and throwing champagne in the water. But the undertow of the thing is like this same water is the water that brought us here, you know, as slaves. So it has this whole duality and how we are rewriting history.
Welcome to the world of Chopped. This season is the most challenging, jaw-dropping, and heart-plunging yet. And I love every minute of it.
All new, Chopped, Tuesday night at 10 on Food Network. October 17th to the 20th, join all your Food Network favorites for the New York City Wine and Food Festival. All proceeds benefit these fine charities. Get your tickets now at nycwff.org.
Imagine Atlantis, a place where summer never ends. A world filled with wonder and amazement, where you ride the waves of adventure and the memories you make are amazing. Book now and receive rates from $60 per person per night. And kids under 12 eat breakfast and dinner free, plus free unlimited access to Aqua Ranger Water Park and all the wonders of Atlantis. Only this summer. Offer ends July 17th.
Switch to Swiffer WetJet, and you'll dump your old mop. But don't worry, he'll find someone else. Used mops can grow bacteria. Swiffer WetJet starts with a clean pad every time, and its antibacterial cleaner kills bacteria mops can spread around. Swiffer gives cleaning a whole new meaning.
Found you rushing to make sweet creations from sorghum molasses, kefir, cactus pear, and pigs in a blanket. Chef Tom.
Judges, what I have for you today is a kefir and prosecco cream with a sorghum molasses and hot dog brittle with funnel cake, a cactus pear and kefir frozen treat, and alongside a cactus pear sparkling.
The sorbet, I think that's probably the biggest highlight of this whole dish. I think you were able to maintain the integrity of the cactus pear. And this is also interesting in using the cactus pear in two ways.
I'm a huge fan of brittle, and I think it was a really brilliant way to combine the sorghum syrup and the hot dogs.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
My challenge with this is in the execution of some of these things. I don't think the soup is that successful because it's not really a soup, it's not really a sabayon.
Yeah, it just was not fluffing.
But also, when you're going to powder so a little bit of confection sugar on top, then use a sieve because no one wants to eat this much sugar.
It was just an oversight on my part.
Thank you, Chef Tom. And now, Chef Guillermo.
What I made for you today is cactus pear molasses chocolate cake, and on top, Kefir whip.
chocolate, and the bitterness goes really well with the acidity of the cactus pear. And using the kefir with the cream is great because chocolate needs that.
Thank you.
This is a dessert. I love the presentation, and I adore the salty, unexpected flavor from the hot dog.
I really admire your guts for going for it, but this is overcooked.
I didn't follow well the recipe because I wanted to use the ingredients that I had, so that might be the problem.
Chefs, remember, all 3 courses of your meals will determine who wins and who loses. Thank you.
Pigs in a blanket. That was quite a looper.
It was a very difficult basket.
Yeah, the hardest problem was bringing everything together in a harmonious dish. Like, come on.
Well, I'm gonna be the chop chop.
Dude, just take the words out of my mouth.
Okay, we have 2 excellent competitors. How do you decide who takes the prize today?
It's a tough one, you know. 2 really different styles, but 2 excellent competitors.
The first round, I think Guillermo was so creative by using the gyro meat as a breading for the oysters. That was brilliant.
But I wasn't a fan of the frisee.
I really liked Tom's use of heart of palm. He used a little tahini and a little soy sauce to marinate it, and it really did wake up those oysters.
But I thought Tom's first course, I mean, this is America, man. It's all about size.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the skimpy side. But I was really impressed with Tom in terms of the main course. Blending the bitter from the coffee with the donut and his meat, he had that sort of cumin flavor on it. Neither one of them cooked the meat to perfection, but Guillermo failed with the slicing of the meat.
And the chocolate donut crust on that meat was a bad decision.
As you look at the dessert round, I think Tom really exercised this idea of playing with textures and I think flavors by having the sorbet and then having this mousse and then having something crunchy with the pigs in the blanket dough.
Tom's Sabayon failed.
Well, Tom's Sabayon worked better almost as a soup, as a broth.
Guillermo made a luscious chocolate cake with some beautiful cream on top and then the bright pink compote. I couldn't wait to dig my fork into that.
Because I thought he overcooked it.
Well, are we getting any closer to a decision?
We have one.
Okay.
I truly think I will win. I think my dishes were more refined. I think they're more elegant, and my techniques were superior.
I'm gonna win this competition. Not a doubt in my mind.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Guillermo, she's been chopped. Judges?
Guillermo, we felt the first round, you clearly won it. But when it came to the main course round, the way you treated the chocolate donut made that dish heavy and it was greasy. And then in terms of dessert, that microwave cake, it was overcooked. So those are the reasons why we have to chop you.
It was a reward for me being here, and congratulations. It's horrible because you're expecting to see your competitor's dish under the cloche. Just gonna make me do my best. That's it. I'm not gonna stop.
And that means, Chef Tom McKenna, that you are the chopped champion, and that the $10,000 prize and the title are yours.
All right. Awesome. Thank you guys for the opportunity, and it was a pleasure to be here today. And John George has had a few of his chefs on the show, and to be the one-on-one is pretty awesome. I'm glad I definitely stepped up and took this challenge on.
This was really you. I learned a lot.